Travis Holmes with continuing coverage of CSUVikings.com here as the men's tennis team gets ready to take on Kentucky in the NCAA Tournament. Joined now by head coach Brian Etzkin. And coach, before we get to talking about tennis, new addition to your family, it's got to be a pretty crazy week for you.
It's been exciting. Little boy Aaron was born 8 days ago, and he's at home now with family and my wife Holly, so got to sneak out a trip with the team here. It feels good to be back on the road, but definitely excited to get back and see my little son again.
It feels good too to be back in the NCAA tournament. Can you talk about this year's team and their path compared to some of your teams in the past that have been heavy favorites in the Horizon League?
Sure. This road was maybe a little tougher. We had a lot of close matches, including at least 2 close matches in the conference, which last year we didn't really have any close matches in the conference. So, but the team, by the time we got to the conference tournament, they were ready. They'd been tested several times. They won an incredible amount of 4-3 matches this year. So, this year's team, it was a different person stepping up every match and finding a way to do it. And they did it with and without the doubles point all year long. It was a fun year.
And one of the things heading into this tournament now is seems to be a recurring theme, the University of Kentucky on the other side of the net. Can you just talk about their program and their team, and then having played them the last few years, if that helps you heading into this match?
Sure. I think they're the 10th-ranked team in the country, and we know where we stand coming into this match. We're heavy underdogs, but that doesn't mean we can't pull an upset. We've maybe the benefit to us in having played them now 4 times in the last 3 years is that we know what's coming at us. We've played them even this year and played them close, and we feel good about it. We feel there won't be any shock when we step on the court. And a lot of teams, when they come to the national tournament, if they're the 4 seed in their division, there's a bit of a shock factor. And before you can get your bearings, you're down on all the courts and hard to come back. And I don't think that'll happen to us this year.
And that seemed the theme of your message to the team before they stepped out on the court today for their first practice session was to be loose and be ready, because certainly in the NCAA tournament you can talk about it, but it's a whole different thing once you get out there.
Right, and it's easy for me to say to the guys, but they have to do it, and come tomorrow. But we had a great first practice session this morning. People were loose but focused, and just got a hit in and got hopefully got the nervous energy out. We'll come back later and work even harder and be ready for tomorrow.
Well, you had the morning practice session. You brought up your next practice session later today. Will there be any different approaches to the 2 practice sessions?
Yeah, this morning there was not much structure, and they were just allowed to come out and hit the ball on both sides of the net and get a feel for the courts and get a feel for the facility and kind of realize where they're at and just be proud about it. And tonight when we come back for the next practice session, there'll be definitely more structure to the practice, and starting out with some target drills and finishing up with some points, and just continuing to work on the focus.
Coach, thanks for your time. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
That's head coach Brian Etzkin. This is Travis Holmes for CSUVikings.com.